Today, the most exciting frontier for high-performance computing is AI. It continues to redefine how we interact with technology, and our solutions are accelerating this disruptive force. In the data center, AMD EPYC is the CPU of choice for leading hyperscalers from all around the world, powering internal workloads across platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Netflix. AMD Instinct also powers some of the world's most popular generative AI platforms, delivering the performance and efficiency they depend on. Data centers are critical to AI, but here's the truth. Not every workload needs to live in the cloud, and not every breakthrough needs a supercomputer. In fact, some of the most powerful AI is happening on your personal device right now, with smaller models calling on local data to get instant insights. Today at Computex, we're thinking big by going small, showing how personal devices are driving real-time AI, breaking world records, transforming gaming, and unlocking powerful new experiences. Small is where breakthrough begins, and it's never been so powerful. Today's show is divided into 3 chapters: gaming, AI PCs, and workstations. And I want to start with the one closest to my heart. Gaming has shaped my career and remains one of my greatest passions. Just a couple weeks ago, I revisited The Elder Scrolls Oblivion in a stunning new remaster. Wandering through the game brought back nostalgia, but what stood out most was how far technology has come. Characters now move fluidly, lighting and shadows feel alive with real-time effects, and environments are lush with incredible level of details. The remaster is a reminder of just how far technology has come. At AMD, enabling that level of wonder is our mission. And it fills me with pride to know that more than 1 billion people around the world power their gaming experiences with AMD hardware and software, more than any other company. In the last few months, we launched some of our most ambitious products yet, designed to deliver extraordinary performance and visual fidelity. Powered by second-generation 3D V-Cache technology, we brought to market the world's best desktop and mobile processors for gamers and creators, crushing gaming benchmarks while handling demanding creative workloads with incredible ease. We also introduced the RD4 architecture, built to make enthusiast-level gaming accessible to everyone. Fans wrapped around city blocks all over the world just to be among the first to experience what we built. That level of passion doesn't just show up, it's earned. To everyone in the gaming community, thank you. Your passion drives us, your feedback shapes us, and your imagination inspires us. And know that big things are coming, with plenty of exciting updates we have in the pipeline. At AMD, our mission for graphics is clear. We want to create immersive, universally accessible experiences that dissolve the boundaries of reality. But here's the truth. Hardware alone can't make this vision a reality. As we push into advanced graphics with techniques like path tracing, traditional methods buckle under the weight of complexity and cost. To bring this future to every gamer, we needed a different approach. This led to the incredible partnership with Sony and PlayStation in the form of Project Amethyst, a joint co-development effort to reimagine the future of immersive gaming, unlocking new levels of realism, responsiveness, and creativity across console, PC, and the cloud. Together, we've developed the advanced models powering FSR's next-generation upscaling and frame generation. This collaboration paved the way for FSR 4, launched earlier this year. What started as a traditional upscale has evolved into a machine learning engine that optimizes every frame in real time. At its core, ML super resolution predicts and reconstructs missing detail, instantly upscaling it to higher resolution. The result is razor-sharp visuals, higher frame rates, and dramatically lower latency. Let's take a look at a side-by-side demo. The footage you're seeing is from the Ghost of Tsushima, a stunning journey to feudal Japan. Compared to FSR 3, FSR 4 renders every blade of grass with sharp clarity, and fog rolls in without obscuring detail. These are the moments where detail usually fades. but FSR4 preserves the scene and honors the artistry behind it. In particle-heavy scenes like Fire and Ember, FSR4 keeps every detail sharp, even in chaos. In early generations, effects like these would blur, but with FSR4, smoke moves past the tree. The branches stay crisp. No ghosting, no smearing, just creator's intent. FSR4 brings cinematic immersion to every gamer without the need for brute force hardware. But super resolution was only the opening chapter. With FSR, we want to harness machine learning, deliver breathtaking visuals, enable developers to craft real-time worlds that everyone can enjoy. And the next chapter is almost here. I'm super excited we brought FSR4 to the latest RDNA4 architecture. In the second half of this year, RDNA4 gamers can expect something big with FSR Redstone. The machine learning pipeline layers advanced neural rendering techniques on top of super resolution, pushing performance and fidelity even. Let's break it down step by step. Redstone will be a game changer for RDNA4 users. At its core, Redstone tackles one of the graphics' toughest challenges, realistic light behavior, how it bounces, reflects, casts shadows, and scatters smoke or glass. Instead of brute force path tracing, FSR Redstone does it smartly, brings cinematic realism in a far more efficient and accessible way. To see how all of this comes together, let's start with a scene that doesn't have any of these advanced FSR technologies applied to it. Let's first apply one of our techniques called neural radiance caching, or NRC, a layer of technology that reuses and refines lighting from nearby pixels and past frames. Powered by machine learning, NRC predicts how light moves through a scene in real time, boosting image quality, cutting noise, and improving performance. Next, we're introducing ray regeneration, a game-changing technology, and this is where things get really exciting. Trained on a clean output and incomplete renders, it filters noise in real time, delivering smooth, detailed images typically reserved for high-end hardware. The visual quality improvement is truly remarkable. FSR then applies our previously demonstrated MLSR technology, boosting frames while preserving the photorealism achieved with NRC and ray regeneration. With image quality and performance optimized, the final step is deepening immersion, and we do that through frame generation. It predicts and inserts new frames for smoother motion and higher frame rates. And to keep gameplay sharp and responsive, we pair with our proven anti-lag technology. With FSR Redstone, we're bringing path trace fidelity to all RDNA4 users, bringing us closer to blurring the lines between the virtual and the real. I want to give you a glimpse of the full capability of FSR Redstone. Let's take a look.
Okay. म्यूजिक के अलावा कुछ और भी दिखा दे भाई ग्राफिक कार्ड वगैरह रिवील कर दे कब तक
How cool was that? We're incredibly excited to bring FSR Redstone to all RDNA4 gamers later this year, but that's just the beginning. Starting June 5th, over 60 games will support FSR4, with plenty more coming later this year. But we're not stopping there. The response from the community has been incredible, so we're taking things further. Today, I'm so excited to introduce the AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT,
nice one.
The fastest graphics card available under $350.
Whoa, 250.
Available for elite 1440p gaming, it features 16 gigabytes of VRAM and delivers 821 TOPS of AI compute to unlock the full potential of FSR Redstone. When it comes to performance, the 960 XT pulls ahead. It's 6% faster across 40 game titles without upscaling or frame generation. In games like Spider-Man 2 or Call of Duty Black Ops 6, that lead jumps over 20%. And in ray trace titles like Hogwarts Legacy,
price नहीं
the
चलेगा यार.
960 XT 16
There's
gigabytes
no
of
way कि ये
VRAM
price
gives an even
चले.
bigger advantage.
और
Also,
सस्ता
there's
करना पड़ेगा.
15% better performance per dollar than both the 8 gig and 16 gig versions of the 5060 Ti. We're excited for more gamers to experience the RD4 family starting on June 5th worldwide. Now, let's talk about AI PCs. AI is reshaping the future,
नहीं चलेगा
but the
यार,
PC
ये
remains the
price change करना
foundation.
पड़ेगा.
It's where performance meets purpose and where innovation hits your hands every single time you open the lid. At AMD, our process to building great devices starts by listening to what users want and how you interact with technology. We collaborate with developers to create software that empowers people with tools that make them more productive and creative. We then partner with our top OEM partners to design systems that reflect this vision: sleek, light, powerful, and crafted to fit seamlessly into every user's world. Devices that don't just perform, but also elevate the experience. And only then we push the boundaries of silicon design. By building breakthrough architecture and power-efficient systems that unlock new capabilities, ensuring that every innovation in software and design is backed by unbeatable hardware. This is how we build category-defining devices. From top to bottom, our AI PC lineup sets the industry standard. Ryzen AI 7 crushes the competition with 30% more performance. Ryzen AI 9 pushes that to 60%. And Ryzen AI Max is an outright monster, delivering 3x the performance of its closest rival. It's so powerful, Ryzen AI Max even outperforms Apple's brand new M4 Pro by 15%. But our goal wasn't just to break records. Instead, we want to lay the foundation for the next era of personal computing. Let me explain. In just 2 years, AI has evolved so fast. Context windows have exploded, and models now understand text, speech, and images. They've grown sharper, more personal, moving from pattern matching to real reasoning. But the real game changer yet may be size, because in many cases, smaller isn't just good enough, it's better. Larger models are incredibly powerful, but they are slow, costly, and less accurate for specialized tasks. Smaller, task-tuned models, on the other hand, are faster, sharper, and can run anywhere. This is where AI PCs shine. With neural engines on board, they cut latency, skip the cloud, and bring private AI to your notebook. Ryzen AI 300 series was built exactly for this. Across industries, we're seeing teams swap complex workloads for fluid on-device intelligence. Consider a case of teachers. AI PCs let schools customize models to match their curriculum, all while running locally. Or think paralegals who deal with mountains of documents daily. Specialized models on AI PCs speed up discovery, search, and summarization while keeping privileged information secure. And for productivity warriors on the go, AI PCs are a game changer. Think of a software developer using his on-device coding copilot to speed up projects at 35,000 feet up in the air. Wherever you look, AI PCs are revolutionizing how we work. And today, we have a real-world demo. I have someone who's supposed to be here to help me. Let's call her live. Hey, Chang, where are you? The show has started.
Hi Jack，我在后台呢。
Now, Chang, are you really testing my Chinese live at Computex? Why don't we try using our new voice-to-voice speech translation AI model to help me? But first, can you show your iPhones? Everyone knows this is live and not a pre-recorded video.
没问题，这是我的手机。
It's okay. This is my phone.
And Chang, can you describe the application you're currently using?
这是一个语音到语音的翻译工具。
It's a translation tool from voice to voice.
And Chang, are you ready to join me on stage? How are you feeling?
我准备好了，我也感觉非常紧张。
I'm ready. I feel very nervous too.
Hey, Chang, why don't you come and join me on stage? We want to show you a glimpse of what's to come with AI models. Hundreds of millions of people in the world cannot read and write, but they can speak. And it's wonderful to see how AI will connect the world. And it's not perfect yet, but we'll absolutely work to increase accuracy and reduce latency. But you can see the application of AI in real time. Hey, Chang, there you are. Thank you for joining me. How you doing?
Hi, Jack. I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me.
So what demo do you have for us here today?
There are a lot of AI applications running on our AI PCs. Today, I'm going to show you an AI agent for radiologists.
So why did you choose a radiologist use case?
For radiologists and healthcare in general, data needs to be private. And it's really important to run AI agents on your local machine and in a private network.
Makes sense. So what problems do you think you could help radiologists solve?
First, there is an overall shortage of radiologists all the time. And for radiologists, they have much work to do every day, including X-ray image analysis, pulling up prior cases for reference, and administrative workloads like writing comprehensive reports.
And Chang, I love how we're helping the medical community maximize their time to help more people. Hey, why don't we get started with the demo?
Sure. Here is the AI agent for radiologists. First, let's upload a recently taken X-ray image to the agent. What it is doing right now is using a large language model which has been trained on a medical data set to analyze potential diseases of the uploaded image. And you can see to protect the privacy of patients, there is no network connected to the laptop. The AI agent is fully running on our local PC.
No, that makes sense. The key is running it locally so we're not transmitting the patient's private data to the cloud.
Yeah. Here is the output. Traditionally, radiologists need to spend hours to search for similar cases for reference. Now, with the AI agents, let's write a prompt. Show me reference images. Within 5 seconds, you'll get a list of reference images shown on the screen.
So Chang, what we just witnessed is what would otherwise take hours to research. And AI was able to understand the symptoms and pull prior records in seconds for the doctor to use as a reference.
Yeah. Additionally, doctors need to write comprehensive reports for peer review. Let's see how AI agent can help out with that. Let's type write a comprehensive report. Since we're in Taipei, in traditional Chinese.
Perfect.
For peer review.
Wonderful. Also help to write insurance claims too. So I think this application does really save a lot of time. And I can see how AI agents can help professionals across multiple professions, even beyond the medical field. Chang, thank you so much for taking the time to help us with these demos. And I will improve my Chinese.
Thank you, Jack.
When models are tailored to real data and real problems, they don't just optimize workflows. They
What the what? ये मेरा इंटरनेट है या कुछ और ही है? एफ हो गया भाई, चैट में एफ हो गया। अरे छी भाई छी, इनका इंटरनेट नहीं हो पाया ब्रो सही, एफ होना चालू हो गया भाई। इनका प्रोफेशनल वो खत्म भाई। अरे छी ब्रो, प्रोफेशनल लाइव स्ट्रीम हो गई भाई ये, लिटरली। भाई साहब भाई साहब, When it happened, bhai. You can't just like do it. nvidia attack. अरे भाई बंदे बोल रहे हैं nvidia ने अटैक करवा दिया ब्रो. nvidia attacked the AMD conference. क्या है भाई, अच्छा इंटरनेट तो एटलीस्ट रख सकते हैं ना.
Transform industry. Luke,
Hi everyone, and thanks Jack for feedback. All on device and
Oh,
without needing internet access. In
आ गया
enterprise,
भाई, आ गया.
on the other side, our customer access. In enterprise, on the other side, our customer in finance, consulting, manufacturing, they all have started using AMD-powered ThinkPad and
अरे वो तो
ThinkBook
ठीक है,
AI
ThinkPad,
laptops.
ThinkBook
And
सही
they
है,
are
but
seeing faster onboarding, better multilingual collaboration, as you've shown, more efficient meetings, using features like real-time summarization, file search, and many other things.
Luke, I completely agree. That's what AI should be doing, helping people work faster, create more, and focus on what really matters. But that kind of impact depends on a strong portfolio. Lenovo is one of our deepest partners, and we're so proud to co-develop industry-leading AI PCs together, whether it's ThinkPad, ThinkBook, or Yoga. And this year, the lineup got even stronger.
Sure, absolutely. So this year we introduced ThinkPad P16 Gen 4. That's our most powerful AMD-based mobile workstation built for the professionals with very high demanding AI workloads. Then we have the ThinkPad T14S Gen 6 we launched last year. It now became a gold standard in corporate laptops and offer 3x performance boost compared to the previous generation. Switching gears, in the creator space, the Yoga 7 2-in-1 brings AMD AI into a convertible form factor for unparalleled creative freedom. And last but not least, for gamers, streamers, our latest Legion PC and Legion Go handheld devices, they continue to rise the bar with the real-time AI-driven performance optimization.
I love it, Luke. I love it. Our partnership, Luke, is built on deep co-engineering between
भाई फिर से what the भाई फिर से F हो गया. ये क्या कर रहे हैं यार, ये क्या कर रहे हैं.
our teams, from silicon systems to edge.
PC, and we believe AI PCs and devices are the powerful integration of hardware and software working seamlessly together. And that's why we are investing heavily in AI, why we are investing heavily in AI software experiences that are device agnostic, intelligent, and personal. And Lenovo AI Now, which you know very well, is a perfect example. Is our own device AI agent. We first launched last year and now has grown into a true productivity partner. It can summarize meetings, search documents, answer questions based on your local files, PKB, all while running securely and privately on the device, which is top of mind. We are also offering useful AI software tools like Lenovo Creator Zone, Lenovo Learning Zone. These are two Lenovo IPs. They are helping AI device users storyboard, sketch, generate, and study faster, and all powered on device and not on the cloud.
Luke, I couldn't agree more. Hardware sets the stage, but it's the orchestration with software brings the performance to life. Those extra AI cycles translate directly into richer features and lower latency for our users, and they let us keep sensitive data local, what you and I always talk about. It's the kind of headroom that lets our teams dream bigger and ship faster.
Yeah. And indeed, Jack, I have another great example. It's a case study from one of our customers. The customer name is VCTO Labs, and they had a very tough challenge to digitize the famous island of Alcatraz.
The Rock.
Near San Francisco. And the team was unable to leave the island until they have scanned the entire island, every square meter of the island, which meant they needed to quickly process huge amount of data captured by laser scanners, captured by drone. And that's where AMD-powered Lenovo workstation came to the rescue. Using the ThinkStation P8 with AMD Ryzen Threadripper Pro, our customer was able to quickly, accurately build a highly detailed 3D map that then
भाई फिर गया भाई, ये बहुत बहुत गंदी हालत है भाई साहब। ये एफ एफ हो रहा है चैट में, बंदे चैट में एफ किए पड़े हैं। इतनी गंदी हालत कैसे है? इतनी गंदी हालत कैसे है ब्रो? छी भाई, छी भाई। इससे अच्छा तो मैं इंस्टा पे अपलोड कर दूं अपनी जो रील डाली है। बहुत गंदी हालत है ब्रो, बहुत गंदी हालत है। कॉम्प्यूटेक्स बेचारा लाइव नहीं चल पा रहा।
the US National Park Service can use to track rising possible
सो आज है मई 21 और आज है AMD का इवेंट जहां कान फट गए। नेक्स्ट एफ 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 एफ
possible today, and we are proud of what we have delivered. The US National Park Service can use to track rising possible today, and we are proud of what we have delivered.
भाई कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, ये थ्रेड रैपर यूज करना चाहिए था बोल रहा
And we're so proud to be leading
है। ये क्या हो रहा है? ये तो स्ट्रीम नहीं होने वाली। स्ट्रीम छोड़ के चलो थोड़े रिव्यूज देख ले ब्रो। चलिए इसको यहीं रहने दो।
And we're so proud to be leading.
We have new CPUs and new GPUs from AMD. It just happened and I've got all the details. Let's just say the leaks, as always, were pretty much spot on. So if you like to be first to know all the latest PC hardware news, make sure you subscribe to GamerMeld. Welcome everyone to GamerMeld. So starting things off, AMD announced their next generation Threadripper lineup, and it's about what you would expect. It's called Threadripper 9000 series, and it comes on the same SDR5 socket, up to 128 PCI Express 5.0 lanes, up to 96 cores, 192 threads. It's available starting in July. Well, that part you didn't know, but pretty much all of this is very similar to what we would expect. There are a few differences here. So for one, obviously it's Zen 5 based, so it is based on the 4nm process. It also comes with the full 512-bit data path for AVX 512, and it comes with support for quite a bit faster memory, up to 8-channel DDR5 6400 ECC memory. Moving on to the processors themselves, as you can see, so one of the biggest differences is boosted clock, specifically or especially the max boost clock. Every one of these CPUs get up to 5.4 gigahertz, though of course that's almost certainly just going to be on a single core. Obviously we'll have to see how well they do as far as boost clocks through multiple cores or through all the cores, things like that. We'll kind of have to see that as we actually get them, test them. But you can see, yes, it does come with the same SDR5 socket, so that's at least great news, just because obviously Threadripper has gone through quite a few sockets, even though there aren't that many series of CPUs. And of course this is the WX series, so this is their pro lineup of Threadripper CPUs, and they do come with the same 350 watt TDP. Moving on, they brought back the non-pro series. Obviously for a little while there they only had the pro series, then with the 7000 series they brought back pro and then non-pro Threadripper, and apparently it sold fairly well because they're doing it again with the top end model once again being a 64 core 128 thread CPU. And just like with the pro series, all of these get up to 5.4 gigahertz max boost, 350 watt TDP, and of course the SCR5 socket. So those are not exactly all that interesting, but it is nice to see AMD continue their Threadripper lineup. Moving on, we have a new GPU, and don't worry, yes, this is a pro model, but we are going to get to the gaming GPU in just a minute. But basically the leaks where we saw a 32 gigabyte 9070 XT, here it is right here. This is the R9700. It's the Radeon AI Pro R9700. This is, of course, based on RDNA 4, and you'll pretty quickly notice that this is very similar to the 9070 XT, of course, except comes at 32 gigabytes. So first, you can see we're looking at 128 AI accelerators, and when we compare it to the 9070 XT, you can see the exact same 128 AI accelerators, though there is a bit of a difference here. The half-precision compute on the 9070 XT, we're looking at 97.3 teraflops, while here it's 96. So what I'm thinking is that this is pretty much identical to the 9070 XT, except it's maybe clocked down a little bit. I don't think that we're dealing with fewer cores, especially
ब्रो ये पूरी स्ट्रीम ब्रो खत्म है भाई, ये स्ट्रीम खत्म है। छी भाई, लाइव इवेंट नहीं स्ट्रीम कर पा रहे। एएमडी जैसी कंपनी लाइव इवेंट स्ट्रीम ही नहीं कर पा रही है। वाओ, आई एम जस्ट अमेज्ड भाई। अभी अभी तो मतलब आई एम जस्ट अमेज्ड।
because of the number of AI accelerators in it, and you can actually see that it comes with a 300 watt TDP, while the 9070 XT is slightly more at 304. Now, when it comes to performance, of course, they are talking AI, and here you can see that it absolutely crushes the RTX 5080, though, of course, I'm pretty much positive that completely has to do with the fact that it has double the memory. Still, that is obviously good for large AI models, but yeah, this doesn't have all that much to do with actual kind of raw performance, though, of course, you couldn't have something way less and be able to beat it like this, but obviously the biggest difference boils down to that memory. Lastly, we, of course, have, yes, like I said, the leaks were spot on, the RX 9060 XT, and when it comes to specs, that was pretty much spot on as well. We're looking at 32 compute units, that we definitely knew. Now, one slight difference is in boost clocks at 3.13 gigahertz, while the leaks had actually suggested 3.23 gigahertz, I believe it was. Either way, this is likely a very last second change. Still, pretty high boost clocks, and we have seen leaks of overclocked GPUs that get quite a bit higher. Unfortunately, yes, when it comes to memory, we are looking at both 8 gigabytes and 16 gigabytes, though, just like in my last story, I quickly kind of discussed the GPU that had leaked, and it was by Acer, and they only had a 16 gigabyte model. Maybe that really does mean that AMD isn't planning to stick with their 8 gigabyte model for long, not really sure, but either way, at least at launch, it is here. Next, we have total board power at between 150 watts and 182 watts. Then, of course, connectivity, PCI Express 5.0 by times 16, then DisplayPort 2.1a, HDMI 2.1b. And unfortunately, that is all the information I have. Yes, AMD did not give us a price. Now, I am recording this prior to the actual announcement of it. I have an embargo date where I'm allowed to kind of send this video out, and they said they might be announcing it during that release, but unfortunately, they will not tell me a price. Now, that tells me that they are likely really debating, sort of like they did with the 9070 series, just how low they will go. Hopefully, they do offer a really great price, but at the moment, I just don't know. And because of that, I can't say whether I recommend it or not, simply because it's contingent on that price. With that said, I will have affiliate links down in the description below for when it's released, just in case that price is good. And if AMD announces it, I'll try to pin a comment down below as well. Oh, and speaking of that release, they didn't reveal
नो, नहीं भाई, ये लाइव स्ट्रीम नहीं होने वाली, मुझे नहीं लगता है। जेंसन हुआंग ने कर दिया भाई कांड, कर दिया भाई खत्म। जैम ब्रो, डैम फक, भाई कुछ नहीं कर सकते। कैमरा लगाओ। ये तो बहुत ही बुरे तरीके से मतलब फेल हो गया भाई इनका, जो भी था सीन। इसीलिए आई गेस कि अभी तो लाइक बंद कर देना चाहिए। ये स्ट्रीम होगी नहीं, ये लाइव स्ट्रीम ही नहीं हो पाएगी बेचारी। 900 लोग तो देख रहे हैं, दूसरी लाइव चला लो भाई। पता नहीं क्या लफड़ा है भाई साहब इनकी, अलग ही चलता है इनका। भाई साहब दूसरी लाइव चला भी दे रहे हैं, ये भी कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, और ये लाइव स्ट्रीम चलने से रही भाई। लगता है रिव्यूज ही देखने पड़ेंगे। ट्रू है। ओके गाइस, दैट्स इट भाई आज के लिए। तो आई आई डोंट थिंक कि अब कुछ रिवील भी होने वाला है। होने भी वाला होगा तो वीडियो में हो ही जाएगा, तो इसीलिए चलते हैं भाई, चलते हैं। बाय।